Thank you so much for staying with us. Now straight to the stock market, where investors gained 88 billion naira at the close of trading on the Nigeria Exchange Limited on Thursday, as stock markets grew by 0.29%. The market's benchmark index reached new high of 55,670.24 points, while equities market value rose to 30.32 trillion naira as against preceding day's low of 55,508.61 points and 30.23 trillion naira respectively. The market's year-to-date positive return also increased to 8.62%. The volume of shares traded on the NGX was 206.11 million naira, worth 3.25 billion naira. They were traded in 4,385 exchanges. Remarkable gain recorded by Geregu Power PLC and other stocks helped push the market to positive close. It's first since the announcement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Nigeria's president-elect. The market's breath was negative as stocks ended up on the losers table at the close of trading, and the number of gainers fell to 17 from 30 recorded on Wednesday. Now let's further crunch this with Ambrose Omodio, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting Limited. Good to have you on the show. Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Well, the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu had already latched on the fact that there was an increase in the stock market, and he also talked about the fact that the European market increased after the announcement of his victory. But of course, when we saw the figures from the European market, it was a drop. The European market actually dropped after the announcement of his victory. But the stock market has...
You were referring to the Euro bond, not
the Euro stocks.
The Euro bond in Nigeria that it appreciated.
Oh, the one. Oh, okay. But let's analyze the stock market. It has increased. Do you think it is in response to the announcement of the victory of the president-elect?
No, actually, I would say it's a coincidence that
really
not because of the announcement. Good that we have a stable democracy. It was not completed by having a president-elect waiting. Yes, I know that the aggrieved party will go to court, which is normal. That means peace will come back to Nigeria, which is good because we want continuity. The court will give the final say because that's why I call Supreme Court. Let them go down and set the ball. For investors, either locally or internationally, because we have a continuity, we know that in the next 4 years before we can go for any poll again, that will not bring kind of confidence to invest. That is one. Two, again, if you look at what happened yesterday, I would say that is a missed market. Because market was, as you already saw, that the market was the market breadth was negative, but the new index was up. Yeah, and you said that Google was the one that boosted market. For investors, this is what they should understand this time. Because we are in any season, as results are coming to the market, investors will react to those positive results and also react to negative results. And that means you see a missed market, between now to end of the month. Why? This is the peak of any season. As a result, it's still the market because most of the companies have met their board of directors have met within this week to release their final result within this month again. For those that were just seeing those that did release result within the first month of January this year, as the result are coming, I can see that the life of Dangote Sugar that announced 150 yesterday. Market yesterday, they go almost 10% yesterday. The same thing for NASCOM. I think that investors are happy that these numbers are coming and they are seeing a kind of improved dividend from this company. That is what is driving the market. But like I said, that this market is for investors. I call it a investors market now. But traders are waiting to take profit, buy and go. But why the investors are buying for dividend income? That means now they are taking position in the Access Bank ahead of Access declaration. They are taking position in Zenith Bank. That means for me, when people are coming to the market, is it because of Bola? It's fine. It's part of it, like I just said. It's part of a continuity with government on board. There's a coincidence. The day it was announced, actually, the market was in red.
Yes, it dropped.
And that was just because of one stock loss. And people can say, no, they say, that's no negative reaction. It's just that they had a positive market breadth, about 35 stock gain, and 9 but see, that means, what is just coincidence, but because our market has changed. You see, even during the election period or election week, market was still gaining. Tell you that there is confidence already that this election will come and go. I know that this market is being played by local investors that understand the terrain. For me, I'm not panicking. As any investor in this market should be taking position ahead, because I tell you, after 100 days now, or after after the inauguration or new admission coming, foreign investors will be looking at where is the next policy line.
So despite the litigations, the pending litigations, you don't see anything changing?
No, litigation is normal after election.
But anything could change?
No, if yes, we look continuity is continuing. Whether it change, we're going to do election tomorrow again.
Okay.
That is what is
there are still talks about cancelling this polls and doing it all over again. Have you heard that?
Cancel what?
You've not heard
some people
coming from aggrieved quarters?
That's why you're going to court now. That court will decide, and court, for me, let me not just permit the court already. But how will you say about 400 billion naira will be cancelled for what we have gotten? This are the second runner, third runner are there. Let the court look at those figures and give us judgment. You don't need to just start afraid. This is a taxpayer money. Then what is they want to do? Because want to cancel it. I don't know what to cancel election.
That's the way you see it. No, there are stakeholders here who also believe that if that's what it will cost us to get a stable democracy, then the price has to be paid. But let's not stay.
Sorry, let me tell you.
Okay.
No, we have another 2027 coming up. Is it not? We can be like a experiment. Let me say. Let all those agree party after the court has start preparing for that. That is what it should be. That is democracy. Democracy is not overnight. Like people are saying that, let me not mention them. Oh, this party will go this, but I say this party will not because they just coming on board. We can see that now if they stay on board and prepare something, it's possible they will. But that's
again your personal opinions. But let's move on. From the gainers table, we have Asuno Assurance here gaining 10% to close at 44 kobo. How do you explain this gain?
For me, this is an insurance company. It's also market forces, not really because of a dividend payout. It's selling for 40 kobo. I'm not going to pay that to move the price. For me, it's just market forces. Not that it's a low price stock.
You already talked about Dangote Sugar before, 9.94 increase to close at 19 naira in the 35 kobo. But we also see MC Nichols here gaining 9.72% to close at 79 kobo.
Yeah, MC Nichols, I've not seen the result actually. What I say is happening like just market sentiment, also market forces, because the price have dropped as high from almost 180 to 58 kobo. Going back again, I'm not surprised. The same oscillation in low price, but what calls for caution when you are trading local stock, because if you are a trader, want to buy local stock, there's a time that you enter, you are the one pushing the price up. You want to set for that, people play that kind of stock with caution. But if you are playing dividend paying stock, that's also more liquid stock, you are sure oscillation up and down. But this kind of stock that is moving one way up now, for me, you are going to take profit if you have entered around that 58 kobo or 60 kobo, fine. But this kind of stock, you have to be very careful. But all local stocks you are trading, you have to play with caution.
All right, let's go to the decliners table now, where we see Sovereign Insurance losing 10% to close at 27 kobo. What's responsible for this loss? Like
I just said, for insurance company, you want to know that dividend possibility is very low. Investors are about to sell off and move to where, because I tell you this is what the investor market because of a dividend income that is at this season. Any stock I think that is not going to give you dividend, and also the float there is not much. You can move to where that there's higher dividend yield, and also there's a possibility of the company to grow their payout. That is what you're looking at. For me, all the insurance stock, yes, there's a good potential for insurance for the future if you are thinking medium and long, because of the new the reform and also the additional premium, about almost 200% in premium for insurance. That will automatically impact their bottom line. We'll start seeing it from this first quarter result. That is why, for me, after the election now, proper after the March 11, also start seeing the first quarter result for 2023 in April. That will give a clear direction where this company are going. But for me also, investors will look at, yes, in the first quarter of the year, in January, we saw our MPR, what we call a Purchasing Manager Index, above 50, but in February we're seeing below 50. Also already in March. This also gives insight what's likely to happen. Considering the cash crunch or add this period, it's going to impact on companies' performance. You also think on this and how we can position ahead of those companies that will benefit from that incident and other things that happen within the first quarter of 2020, because after this election period, there's a lot of spending here. That's why it was regulated, but we still had the spending. Which company will benefit from all this spending at the end of the impact their bottom line? I think that was every investment I always tell you that is against the future, not what the company have done in the past. What to tell, like now we're looking at what is the new president-elect with the team coming to we need a policy that will guide us where we are going. So that policy that not some that have also started studying the manifesto or the plan or the agenda for the president to see where they go. Then that's how to invest. Look at which sector, what's likely to come, and start positioning.
So right now the insurance sector, investors should be
no. If you are thinking long term, I say go ahead and take position. If you are thinking long term,
long and medium. Let's also look at the shares of Charms closing losing 7.14% to close at 26 kobo.
For chance, I'll say that is profit taking. It has moved from as low as almost 20 kobo to 28. Coming down now is just profit taking. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your predictions for today?
Today, this is the last trading day of the week. Since after the election, on Saturday, we have seen a mixed market. That trend will continue.
So it will still be mixed.
Yeah.
All right. That's a fine place to leave it. Thank you so much for the robust analysis.
Thanks for having me.
Ambrose Omodio, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consultant Limited, and have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
After the break, despite appeals from the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Mahmoud Yakubu, to the parties to allow the process continue, the opposition party agents insist on rejecting the results and continuation of the process. We would be looking at the details of this and how it would impact the business environment after the break. Stay with us.